Yo guys, welcome back to another video, and as you can see by the title and score, we did manage to get roughly 5604 on the traits enabled bracket. And I wouldn't say this is max score. Of course the score can be slightly higher, but it's gonna be quite hard. Of course the shit does not want to load when I actually need this load. But yeah, you can see the team lineup. Originally it was including Finon, but yeah, this randomly some guy joined up and sent this flipping image with Meriliona. And yeah, Meriliona is low-key flipping broken. I did not expect it to be that good. And then later on, my friend, Yikes, helped me. Not really helped, but like, just pretty much like gave the final team. And you can see this is the final team, you know. I initially did not want to use Ichigo because, as you guys do know, he is a curse ban. So if Cosmic gets banned next week, we just don't have each Gojo vs Sukuna. So there's not much you can do about it because even if you don't use it, other people will use it. You know what I mean? So yeah, this is the team, final team. Let me just place it down into like a random team slot, and then yeah, I'll show you guys the familiars and stuff. So yeah, as you can see, this is what we are running. So for Meriliona, I am running her own Vanguard familiar with this Memoria right here. I got Contagious on Yamamoto's one. If you don't have a spare Yamamoto one, you could Evo another one, another Yamamoto. It gives you one. Or you can go to the Memorial Scrap, which is located, of course, near the summon area. And if you delete like 30, I think 30 secret ones, you can buy it. It's kind of spenny, but yeah, it is there. And if you guys don't have that, you can use Benny Mori's one as a replacement. So it's either between Benny Mori's or Yamamoto's. And continuing the team, you can see, where is it? You can see that for Yamamoto, we're running his own Vanguard familiar with his own Memoria. If you have Contagious, I'd run that on him as well. I just have Divinity because I pulled it early, so that's why I'm using it. And then for Ichigo, I am running a Burb. You can see this Burb right here with his own Memoria with Divinity. And for Uma, I am running this Burb right here with Divinity Beast King. And for Hibana, she's doing a lot of damage, so she is needed. You can see running her own Vanguard Familiar with a DOT Amp Contagious. And then for Smith, we're running Fu with, of course, Jack of all, Unlikely Doctor. The Jack of all does not matter. Whatever trait you have on your doctor does not matter because Smith is only 2 upgrades, so he will max himself from this memorial. And yeah, that's pretty much it for the team. Let's just get into the actual run, and good luck with your runs. Okay, so all my days, W voice crack, all my days. Okay, so as I was saying, I'd like to say that this tournament is not very hard at all. I'll pretty much be speaking for like the beginning slightly and towards the end. I won't be speaking much because there isn't much to say. It's just about following my upgrades. And yeah, in terms of units, we're only placing, let's see how much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 plus 3, 7, 8 placements. 8 placements, and once you get them in the ideal spots, there's not much you have to do. But as you can see, you want to place Leo quite literally in the middle of this, all these bends. The reason for this is because at a certain point, I'm going to use her ability, so she's going to be losing range and gaining damage. And what's nice about Leo is once that ability is active, she also gains 50% more range, just flat out. So she's always having like a good amount of range with a high damage stat. So she's doing a lot. But yeah, the one thing for this strat that you guys need to do is make sure that you are doing your Uma stats. And yeah, you're going to be auto upgrading your Leo. So yeah, just follow my placements and there's not much I can say. One thing I would say is look on the top right of the screen. You have to use your Leo ability at that time. If you guys don't use it at that time, that's just on you and it messes up your whole run. So yeah, I'll come back like towards the end of the video because there's not much I have to say. Maybe like from wave 50 onwards, I'll be back. Okay, so yeah, as you can see, you wanna make sure. Oh my days, my voice just disappeared. Oh, but you wanna make sure that Ichigo is set to bosses, and yeah, you can see Yamamoto. You have to make sure you utilize his ability correctly because you need to keep a lot of summons at the back, and it's very important because the more summons you have, of course, the higher his damage stat, and that's very important because his intense burn hit will be at the peak of his damage, and that's what's very important. But you can see my Hibana placements. If you guys don't have these placements, it will affect you like big time. But you can see what I'm talking about with Leo. She loses the range, so she'll be at a very small range, and she just has like a massive vast range because she will be gaining range non-stop. 50% range each time. And yeah, at this point, this is where the boss will spawn. Wave 51, God Statue. And what I can say about this, I had a run before this one, where the God Statue perma-stunned my Leo, so it's just a bit of RNG on this part. Just pray that it does not stun your Leo. And if he does stun your Leo and he permanently stuns your Leo, you have to just restart your run. It's kind of chopped, but there's not much you can do about it. But yeah, you can see Leo's range, 24 million damage stat, and covering that much range is crazy. And yeah, luckily, you can see the God Statue picked my Hibana, so my Hibana's getting perma-stunned. And since her actual attack is not doing much, it means it's a good thing for her to be stunned. And you can see with these leaks in front, they're quite frustrating. One thing I would say that I did not do and you guys should do, I want you guys to hover over Ichigo's ability and make sure you pop his nuke when he is at maximum, his peak of his damage. He can go up to like 5 to 6 million damage, so if he goes down to 2 more damage, your nuke is going to be weak. So let's say he's at 6 more damage, what, 30 times of that? So it's like 180 million damage. So yeah, you guys don't want to be missing out on that damage. It means a lot because, of course, you're going to be attacking a decent amount of enemies, and the enemies at the front are going to be, well, at your base, well, at the front of the map, yeah, they're going to be the strongest, so you want them to, of course, be weaker when you pull them back. These guys back here are already going to be so weak, so they'll just die regardless. So the new enemies that are spawning are going to be the issue. So at this point, I want you guys to keep Ichigo's UI open and use the nuke when his damage stat is at as high as he is, as high as it can be. And you can see you have to pull them before they hit base. And yeah, you can see the Lycans at the front. They still had a lot of HP. You can see the ones that are spawning in. That's why you want to be using Ichigo's nuke when your damage stat is as high as possible. But yeah, at this point, it's just about letting your summons and all your units do the rest of the work. There's not much you can do for it. You could place Ichigo towards the back. You can sell and replace him point towards the back if you want to get these final few kills. So his damage stat should be like 2-3 million, so it should be good for dealing with small little leaks. But you can see the amount of damage that is being done in that on that front of the map. We're getting a lot of kills. And yeah, at this point I do die to these guys, and that's it for the end of the run. So if you enjoyed the video, like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Peace.